Alright, this video is going to give you a little tour of the D2L site and how to find information and content, as well as give you a little introduction to my.scranton.edu if you're not a University of Scranton student. So when you go to my.scranton.edu, you're going to be given a login screen. Now, I already did that, so I'm not recording myself logging in. But you're going to have your username is going to be your R number. You should have received an R number when you registered for the course or enrolled at the university. And then there should have been some method for you to set up your password. Once you log in, this is the view that you're going to get. So if you clicked the envelope icon, and I won't do that because that's going to take you to my email. All right, this is how you're going to access your University of Scranton email account. If you're going to use that account for the course, that's fine. But really, the other link that you're going to want to click is going to be this little book icon. When you click that, that's going to take you to your D2L site. All right, now what it should do, it should show you the courses that you're currently enrolled in for whichever semester that you have selected. So if you do not have a semester selected, it may show you the last couple courses you selected. To have the Earth Science course show up here, you're going to want to click Select Semester and then Summer 2017. So right here, and then click Update. Now I'm going to have a bunch of different courses because I'm teaching a few things, but you're going to want to click the one that has your Physics 102 course listed. All right, now you know you're going to get there because I put a little picture of the Earth from space, so you're going to know you're in the right spot. It says Welcome to Physics 102. So this is the news section of the course. I may place announcements listing new content in this news section, so I suggest that you keep up to date with the news section. If you scroll down the bottom, it's just going to show you a bunch of different things, but really the important stuff that you're going to need to access is up in this upper toolbar here. Course Home will just take you back to this same news page, all right? You're not going to need the discussions link. You won't need that at all. Class progress, you won't need that. You probably won't need class lists or resources. The main places you're going to be accessing material is going to be in content, Dropbox, quizzes, and grades. All right, so let's start at Dropbox. If you already went through the syllabus or watched the syllabus video, you'll know that there is one written assignment during the semester, and it's the science film analysis essay. All right, so this is the Dropbox where you'll be uploading your essay. I'm going to switch to student view, all right, and then re-click Dropbox, and you're going to see that this Dropbox just becomes now a link, and it's showing you that it's going to be out of 80 points. All right, so you're going to go ahead and click this, and what it's going to do, it's going to give you the ability to upload or submit a file. So I'm assuming you're going to be writing this in Microsoft Word or possibly even some type of other word processing software. I'm going to ask you though, no matter what you write the essay in, that you save it as a Word document or as a PDF, and then upload either the Word document or the PDF. So you would click Add a File, find your file, click OK, and then hit Submit, and that automatically submits the file to me. So it's very simple. You could also submit more than one file in this Dropbox. I left that as an opportunity just in case you accidentally submit the wrong thing. What I will do, though, is when I'm looking at the Dropbox, I'm only going to grade the most recent submission. So let's say you accidentally submitted 5 things. I don't really care about the first 4 things. I'm only going to grade the very last submission. All right, so just be aware that I'm not going to look at every single file that you upload, and hopefully you're only uploading one file. All right, so that's what Dropbox will be used for. Under grades, what you'll see are all the assessments for the course. So we're going to have 3 exams, each out of 100 points, 3 quizzes, each out of 40 points, and then that science film analysis essay out of 80 points. So you're going to know exactly what your grades are for the course. Now this grade book will automatically be updated after you take an exam or a quiz. The quizzes, if you remember, if you've watched the syllabus video or read the syllabus, they are only objective-based questions. So they're only multiple choice or true and false questions. So once you complete a quiz, you're going to see your score after the quiz attempt, and that quiz score will be placed here. Now, because you are able to take the quiz multiple times, up to 5 times, this score will reflect the highest graded attempt on the quiz. So let's say you got 40 out of 40 points on one, and then you took it 4 more times and scored less than 40. This is going to remain a 40. It takes the highest graded attempt. Now for the exams, if you've watched how to take an exam or quiz video, you'll notice, and if you read the syllabus, that there's 82 objective-based questions and then 3 written responses worth 18 points. So you're going to have 82 out of 100 of these points are from the multiple choice questions. So say you take exam 1 and you got 70 out of the 82 multiple choice and true and false questions correct. This number will probably say a 70 here, but that's not going to be your final grade. Only after I go ahead and grade the written responses will this grade be out of 100. And I will also be sending an email out to the entire class letting you know when I have finished grading the exams, specifically the written responses. So you'll know when to go look at your grade book for your final exam grade. All right? And then once I grade the science film analysis, that number will automatically pop up here. So you'll have access to your grades at all times by clicking the grades icon. All right, so I did Dropbox, I did grades. Quizzes, I'll leave this alone for in this video because I talk about it extensively in the how to take a quiz or exam video. And then the other very important thing where you're going to find most of the content for the course is going to be the content tab. I left it pretty simple. If you click overview, it's going to give you the syllabus in a nice little view. You can even expand the view by hitting that button. All right, so you have the syllabus there. I also have the syllabus in the important documents tab. You're going to see that the syllabus is here as a PDF. I have the academic code of honesty, and then some more information about that science film analysis essay. Also on the left-hand side, you're going to have chapter PowerPoint lecture outlines based upon the units for the course. All right, so I'll just click the chapter 2 outline. It'll actually open up right here, so you could just leave the information right here in the D2L site, or you are able to download these if you'd like to have these offline. All right, so you can view all of those here. Let me go back to table of contents. So you'll see that there's one of these outlines for every chapter that we're going to cover. Another tab on the left-hand side is going to be chapter review PDFs with answers to select end-of-chapter questions. There's one of those per chapter as well. Let me just click one of them to show you what's in there. All right, so it gives you a nice little summary of the chapter. It gives you, these are kind of outcomes for each of the sections and what you're supposed to be able to do after each section. And it also gives you some concept check answers for different sections. So this is good study material for sure. And then also at the very end of the chapter, in every chapter, there's give it some thought questions. So the questions are here along with the answers. So I suggest that you do these for every chapter because these are or will be similar to questions asked on the exam and quizzes. So these are always going to help you. All right, so it's just another thing to study and help you get prepared for exams and quizzes. So there'll be one of those per chapter as well. And then finally, all the course videos will be here. This Panopto recording won't be here. I was going to use this tool, but I decided just to make my videos on my computer and then upload to YouTube. So I don't have any of them here yet, but I will have links to all of the videos for going over the syllabus, how to take an exam, this link for a little D2L tour. And there's also a My Introduction video, just, I introduce myself to the class, so make sure you watch that one as well. And then I'll have videos for some or all of the chapters in all of the units. So the videos are there to help guide you through some of the more difficult concepts in the chapters. I won't cover everything in the chapter on each video, but I'll just select certain things that I think needs more of an explanation than just what you're getting out of the book. Also, I want to mention for the chapter PowerPoint outlines, these are just outlines. These PowerPoints do not contain all of the content in each chapter. I will point out also that on the syllabus, it's noted that you do not need to know all of the content from every single chapter. There are some cases, like chapter 5, where I'm covering all the material in that chapter. But for example, in chapter 2, I'm only covering some of the sections. But so these outlines only contain information for the sections that you're responsible for. But even the content that's covered in these outlines, it's not all of the content in those specific sections. So make sure you're doing a lot of things. Make sure you're looking at the outlines. Make sure you're actually reading the Earth Science book and taking notes as you read through the chapters. Make sure you're going over chapter review PDFs and going over those questions at the end of each chapter. And again, you're only responsible for the sections that I've outlined in the syllabus. All right, so I went over course home, how to get you back here, the content tab, Dropbox for the science film essay, the quizzes tab I cover more in another video, and then the grades tab. The only other thing I'll show you is there is email or a message tool here in D2L. So what I do is I'll be able to click class list and send an email to the entire class. And what'll happen is when you respond to that, it actually goes to my University of Scranton email account. And then when I respond back to it, it essentially sends that message back to D2L. So it's possible to only ever use the D2L email tool. And then when you click this and then go to email, it'll just bring you to what looks like an email client, and it'll show all the messages relating to this specific course. So you could check emails that I sent just by logging on to the D2L site, and that's going to be the primary way that I'm going to communicate to you through this course. All right, that is the end of the D2L tour. If you have any questions about anything, feel free to send me an email.